Pittsburgh and his Pittsburgh family and the Steelers and Minneapolis. His favorite places to be. And that's why we're all here today. I want to thank, forgive me for my cold and hiccup. I'm trying not to sneeze there. But thanks for Brandon and Nicole, Jeff, Chuck, thinking about this, doing this, organizing it. I want to thank my very creative and talented niece, Jennifer, for designing our family commemorative shirts.
Turn around, Dad, jump in the back.
Runway, to the runway.
Joe loved music and he loved cars. They've grown up forever. And so Jennifer decided to put an MTV Music logo with his name, Little Joe, on the front. Of course, once he was in his late teens, he was never Little Joe. There should have been called a family name. And then the back, a rendition of his first car that he bought while he was working at our local bank. And the vanity plates on it say, "Too fast for love." Now, I don't know whether that was true, but I do know that it was too fast for Allstate Insurance. After 3 tickets, they dropped him from our family policy. But he loved that group, Motley Crue, and that song, the Motley Crue song. Basically, we used to hear that all the time. It's hard to believe that he's not here with us today. And it was hard. It really rocked our world when he passed in December. And thank God we're blessed with a very close and strong family. And through their support and love, and everybody here with Mandy through this time. And but Joe made a great life for himself, and he was a great father, wonderful father, great brother, and great son and grandson, great grandson, great uncle, great nephew, a good friend to everybody. So I think about the joy that he brought everybody, and that's what helps me move forward. And thinking about that joy, and that helps heal some of the spiritual hole that's left in my heart. So he was all about fun and joy. He was a happy kid growing up, a happy man. He had a lot of passions. His main passions, without a doubt, his main passion was Gabrielle. He loved her so much, and was always with her, always there for her. And with Vicky's help, they raised such a wonderful young lady. And it was amazing how close we were. When Gabrielle was finishing up her last year of college, I think it was, and Joe enrolled his master's in cybersecurity, and they shared, their stories about going to school and studying. Right. I'm cool with that. And, if I I ever wanted to catch up with them, it was on a Friday night, because I knew they were both together every single Friday night. I wanted to catch up on what was going on every Friday night. Trying to make this too long, but Joe had a passion for Pittsburgh, for his family here in Pittsburgh. Of course, the Steelers and Minneapolis people. Good food. So that was amazing. He was happy to come into Pittsburgh for Thanksgiving dinner every year with Gabrielle. Bringing his homemade gnocchi.
And covered up.
Covered meals with him, and he loved that tradition, that family tradition. Yeah, with everybody. And then he would Chuck would come in for football games and stay at Grandma and Grandpa's and later Aunt Diane's. And, it was so much fun. My mom and father just loved that opportunity to see them. And on Saturday nights he'd be out with cousin Anita, Aunt Diane, and Karen Bruno, and they were off to Ladbrokes or Sesame and Greg. Almost every Saturday night he would tailgate with Ralph on Sundays before the game. And he even caught up with Ralph and his buddies when they drove their RV to Baltimore for a pit, Maryland game. Joe was right there, leading the charge to all the Italian restaurants and Italian sweets. It was amazing. He loves stopping at Labriole's, picking up. For those of you who are not from Pittsburgh, Labriole's a famous Italian grocery store. Stock up.
And then he switched to the
Then of course, and then he would stop and have lunch or dinner at Alexander's, my good friend's place. He was here earlier. He had lunch with Uncle Mike at Hofstadt's and visited the Steelers locker room with Uncle Mike and cousin Michael. Him and Chuck were such celebrities that when they arrived in Eaton Park of Somerset, Pennsylvania, and all their Steelers gear, the waitresses used to go nuts. That was one of your favorite
Not
stops.
too nuts. What happens in Somerset stays in Somerset.
Protect the innocent.
Thank you, appreciate that.
It was amazing. He vacationed with Gabrielle and Nicole and Jeff and Diane in Ocean City, Maryland. And then they'd ride up to Dewey Beach to see cousin Bobby and Pam. He was a family. So I have always good memories. And of course, Nicole, we just loved what you did with that store. Pickles and pits set up. He loved one. Just the concept of family store, the family traditions. He was so proud of it. He loved that. Because that was his family traditions. It was amazing, he learned to cook. Was a good cook, and he would check with Brandon or Aunt Diane for his grandmother's recipes and how they should taste and everything. He was amazing. He loved it. Remembering those foods that he had, that he ate growing up, and he was very retro. We were just talking about this. He loved anything that he remembered in any of his grandparents' homes. I mean, if it was a blender or or a toaster, or a stereo, you name a skillet, an iron skillet that Graham had. And he found it on eBay. He bought it and he called everybody to tell them. So it's amazing. He had a passion for his friend, Kevin. 50 years, we were talking pretty close. They met when they were 8 or 9 when we moved into our home in Maryland. And you've been such a good friend to him. And we want to thank you so much for the work that your company has done to remodel Joe's condo to make it. And Marissa, you've been a big part of that. And we thank you. We love you so much for that. Chuck, one of his other buddies, almost 30 years at every Steeler game, and I would just love to see you show up. She laughed a lot. And you and Kat are always welcome in our family, even that. And it wouldn't be too much longer here, but and I was always amazed how he kept in touch with everybody. His cousin Cole, Michael, Jeff here, Jennifer and Ryan in New Jersey, Brad in Arizona, Mindy in Denver, even Taylor and Nico right here. I mean, he was always in touch with everybody, and his friends. And that was amazing. So, and Mark Williams, I'm sorry, Mark, you drove all the way up from Maryland. This was Joe's music buddy. They met when Joe was buying guitars, and Mark was the expert in the local music store. And they were always in the music, and they even went out to the West Coast together to check that scene out, and the guitars and that stuff. It's amazing. So, I just wanted to, and I also wanted to say, unfortunately, Joe's mother, Jackie, and Joe's uncle, Mike, are not in the best of health. They couldn't be here today. My our granddaughters, and Jackie's kids send their love to everybody. And Matt, too, Jackie's husband. Matt's teaching grade school, teaching middle school, and working part-time at Top Golf on the weekend, so he couldn't be here. Braden is in his second year of college in South Carolina, and pitching for the college baseball team. Kayla is in Denver, outside of Denver, and finishing up her master's at University of Colorado. And Carly, our Carly, went out there with Michaela for a change of scenery. She met the love of her life, a young man named Hunter. He's a great guy. Not a kid, 26 years old. And they're having a little boy at the end of this month. So, it's fabulous. Grandma.
Great granddad.
Yeah. I wanted to say too, your family, the love from our family and supporting us through all this includes everybody here, as well as Vicky's family and Debbie's family. I mean, they all gathered. Amazing. And this a toast to everyone here for all their love and support. Toast to Carly and Hunter for the new edition coming soon. And of course, a toast to Joe for life. Here. Good life. Well, and go steal it.